Here is linear equations 3. Sometimes we call it solving equations using more than one step, which I think most of the equations you're going to get from here is using more than one step. In this case, this one actually does combine solving by addition or subtraction and solving by division. Okay, so let's just start with some examples. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so we're actually going to combine 1 and 2 together in here. Here's our first example. Let's try this one. Nice and easy, I hope. 3x plus 2 equals 8. If you really want to translate this to English, this is actually saying whatever number we had, we multiplied it by 3, and then we added 2 to it, and we got 8. Okay, so mental math might be a little bit more challenging already. Some of you might do this as a mental math. What number, just cover the 3x for a second, what number plus 2 will give you 8? Probably 6 plus 2 will give you 8. So in other words, this part over here, 3 times x, is actually equal to 6. Well, 3 times what will give you 6? Probably 3 times 2. So let's see if we can get to that number 2, okay? So here's the technique. We have this plus 2 constant over here. So that's the first thing we're going to do is get rid of that from both sides. Reverse the addition by subtraction, okay? So that gets rid of this. And we're left with 3x on this side. Meanwhile, 8 minus 2 on this side is equal to 6. And now we solve by division. Divide both sides by 3. And in fact, x is equal to 2. That is our number. Okay, so now let's do the check, which is just as important. I'm not going to continue writing check here. You know what I mean, okay? So this is the check part. Write the original equation. Substitute your answer for that x in the equation. And see if you get 8 equals 8 on both sides. And I hope we do. 3 times 2 here is 6, remember? Okay, multiplication first, then add, okay, according to BEDMAS. And there we go, okay? Maybe I'll do a couple more examples, okay? So let's try, how about, actually maybe 3 more, we have time. 11 equals 4x minus 1. Okay, again, get rid of this constant first. Sometimes I call him, I don't know, the dangler, okay? Leg, okay, so the hangers on, get rid of him first. He's a minus 1, so we get rid of him by adding 1 to both sides. And so now on this side we have 12, on this side we just have 4x, and finally divide both sides by 4. And x is equal to 3. Okay? Again, do the check. 11 equals 4x minus 1. 11 equals 4 times 3 over here, minus 1. And 11 equals 12 minus 1. We've got 11 equals 11 on this side. Okay? So I'm hoping you're finding this, just as easy as the last two. I think I'm going to give you just a couple more examples here. How about this one? 5x minus 1 equals negative 11. Okay, a lot of negatives here. Again, first thing you get rid of is a dangler, the plus or minus. Okay, whatever it is, it's being minus or added to this this term, 5x. Okay, so what is the reverse of a minus 1? We add 1. Do it on both sides of the equal sign, both sides of the equation. Okay, so now this becomes 5x equals negative 10. Okay, now you divide both sides by 5, divide both sides by 5, x equals negative 2. Okay, let's do a check. 5x minus 1, oops, 5x minus 1 equals negative 11. So let's substitute our answer, negative 2, into the x. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Negative 10 minus 1. Negative 10 minus 1 is negative 11 equals negative 11. Perfect. And now one last one, because I know that you might run into a question that's like this. Example, 2 minus 5x equals negative 8. Okay? Okay, again, there is no plus or positive sitting in front of this 2, but it's invisible. This is a positive 2. How do you get rid of a positive 2? Because we got to get rid of this guy first, because we call him the constant or the dangler. Sometimes I call it. So we're going to minus 2 on both sides, leaving us with not just 5x, negative 5x on this side, and negative 10 on this side. Okay? So what do we do next? Finish this off, divide both sides by negative 5. I just wanted to show you an example like this because just because you get rid of that constant doesn't mean you get rid of this sign in front of this negative 5x, so it's minus 5x. Okay, that stays with it. And so this becomes x equals, okay, positive divided by, pardon me, negative divided by negative is a positive. And there's stuff with x, and a negative divided by a negative here is positive 2. Okay, we'll do a check just to be sure our answer is correct. 2 minus 5x equals negative 8. Are we going to get negative 8 on both sides? Well, hope so. 2 minus 5 times positive 2 equals negative 8. Let's do this multiplication first. You can actually treat this as negative 5 times positive 2. Negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10. So I'm just going to write a negative 10 in there, like this. And 2 minus negative 10, oh pardon me, 2 minus 10 is actually negative 8, because this is like 2 positives versus 8, pardon me, it's 2 positive versus 10 negatives, where the negatives are going to win by 8. Okay? So I hope that's enough examples for you guys for linear equations 3. Stand by for the videos, and they'll be coming up soon. I'll be uploading more of these. Okay? Linear equations 4, 5, 6, etc. will be coming soon. Bye for now.